So I like the taste of Tiger White, but it's very wide. Guess that's what you get with daily baked bread. There's no consistency of dimensions. Good morning. It was rainy and icky yesterday. No, it's not rainy and icky. Who knows what it'll be tomorrow? We moved away from Portland thinking like maybe we'll have some semblance of, predictive. Nope. I looked at him funny. Now he's gonna throw it away in the fun one. Don't worry about that metal sound. That was just dip salsa. Could we have probably thrown that away in the glass? Probably. But my rule of thumb is it was inundated with food stuff. Oh great, it's those mornings where I'm gonna be getting coffee on my nose. For those of you that are new, it's this. Oh, now it's not happening. Because the size of my lid, if I drink, my nose hits the little air hole. And so I'll get like occasionally a little droplet of coffee right on the tip of my nose. It'll sit there all video and I'm in the editing process tomorrow and I'm like, it's because I just filled the coffee too full. So we had an interesting experience last night. Honestly, being up close to 2 months, we finally seriously sat down and watched television. Not Netflix, not YouTube, actually tuned in to Fox.
Broadcast television.
Well, cable. We'll call it cable, but actual television. Because we wanted to watch The Gifted. Benefit, we can watch The Good Place as it airs on Netflix. Maybe The Gifted is also the same thing. I didn't look it up. Who knows? But we watched The Gifted a week later. At least we can watch it on a weekly basis now.
Yeah.
And they certainly did set the stage for the coming season, which you can definitely tell that they were already far enough in the future from the last season that she's like, spoiler, she gave birth in this episode. So she went from like barely showing with maybe a little baby bump. So there was like 6 months in between.
And brother dude like
bleached his hair.
And exploded in height.
Maybe. You gotta remember, some people can look drastically taller when they really didn't change because they're just around shorter people. It's just a thing. If you look at Kevin Hart next to me, he's probably right up to here. When you see Kevin Hart next to Shaq, he's like a midget. When you see Shaq next to the Asian guy that was a basketball player, Yao Ming.
I think so.
Yeah, it's like, even Shaq's short. Yeah. And then you're sitting here, you're like, Kevin Hart's a midget, but he's not. He's like 5'9". He's as tall as Willie. Anyways, back on topic. We're not really talking about the new thing was not watching The Gifted. The new thing wasn't watching old episodes of The Simpsons. The new thing was Dutch commercials.
Yeah.
And I have listened to a lot of my Spotify, which has, Dutch commercials on it. I'm not sure Aaron has listened to that much Spotify.
Not a ton, but I have.
Here he is watching commercials. And he maybe got one word out of it that wasn't a full English word and was like, well, thankfully I have the visuals to realize this is for tampons because I didn't understand a word otherwise. Yeah. Well, except for the brand OB. I knew that was tampons anyways, and hopefully y'all locals here can explain why your television program started 05. Because as they were saying, they're like, The Gifted, Saison 3, and then, Tvintig, 5, and then Empire started at 5, but then what was it, The Walking Dead?
Yeah.
No, AHS, American Horror Story started at on the hour. But like The Simpsons were not, like, we're not used to this.
Yeah.
And it's not.
The ad breaks were all weird.
The ad breaks were weird because you can see where the American television would have an ad break, but that's not where the Dutch put the ad break. It's like, okay.
To be fair, all of the Dutch ad breaks were at places where American ad breaks would be.
Yeah, and that's why I think things are a little off on timing. I don't think there's a half break.
You're gonna have to explain that one.
Back in the States, a 60-minute program, something that went from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, would have 3 ad breaks in it. One a quarter of the way through, one halfway through, and one 3/4 of the way through. They were of a given length, and that would shrink the episode down to 43 minutes and 25 seconds. I know this because Mom recorded pretty much an entire season of Voyager on the same VHS. Anyways, that's a long time ago, but it would take me roughly 45 minutes to watch the episode. And that was because I had to literally fast forward through the commercials. But that's the thing. And that's why I don't think that Dutch television have a half. They don't have the one at the 30 mark. Which is weird. But they may put them in at 33 and 66. Again, we didn't know the episode well enough. If we were to watch, say, episodes that we understood.
And if we were looking for it.
Well, I did see one during The Gifted. Like, they went, dun, and then it went black for like half a second, then went into the episode.
Yeah.
Like, there was supposed to be a commercial break there.
I saw that one.
And you can see it in Babylon 5's DVD.
Yeah.
Because they'll like, dun dun, and they'll zoom into the character. And then you know they'll have a commercial break, and then Americans are stupid and have forgotten what was going on. So
it'll zoom into the character again.
Dun dun, and it'll continue because they didn't film that scene with a commercial break in it. So
yeah.
Anyways, so what was your overall thing? Because you were looking at the television real weird.
That's because I was about to fall asleep. I was tired, my eyes were crossing, and I was feeling really lonely. Because everything was in Dutch and I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
And it was foreign, it was different.
And also we don't understand the marketing for the ads. Like, I understand the ads and what they're marketing, but there's no coherency to the ads.
Yeah, we're used to like, oh, we're watching this at 9 o'clock on a weeknight, and we're on Fox. We're going to get this kind of ads, and then this kind, and then this kind.
And like, if I were to watch The View or any daytime TV show where it's mainly targeted to household women, I would be getting a lot of tampon and childcare and diaper and spa commercials, and I get it.
They don't have that, apparently.
Like, we went from tampons to soda, and then tampons again, the same exact commercial.
It was happened in the States.
Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much that. I don't have much more to say about the whole thing.
Yeah, it was definitely an experience.
Yeah.
Bye.
Well, I'm back down here at Arena. The IMAX theater is having, I forgot today is the 3rd, right? Yeah. So, Venom's out. I came down here to go to Decathlon. I'm just gonna pick up a foam roller. Maybe a couple other things while I'm there. Because I gotta do something. For the long run, so I might as well do it now. Oh God, I thought there was a crow inside the garbage. So we'll see you guys after I'm done there. Like us to Jeff. Okay. Alright, so I'm back out. I have a foam roller that basically looks like a meat grinder, and then I picked up one of the baton things, basically like a rolling pin, but with foam on it. Because I know that Aaron doesn't like it, but he would always probably, if something was sore, he would probably want me to use, because we had a rolling pin back home and I'd use it on him, but it's just easier with a little pad on it, because that way it doesn't feel as cold. Also, sometimes it's just like if my quads are acting up when I get a gym and it's just the quads, I don't need to lay down and foam roll it. I can just sit on the couch. So Willie had one and let me borrow it for a while and it was good, but I had to give it back. I didn't want to buy my own, so we wound up going and buying a rolling pin. Oh, that's really hard. And I'm like, whatever, I'm here, let's just buy this. All right, the birds are going crazy. Well, there's Balma Arena. I'm thinking I'm just gonna take the next thing north, either metro. I think I'll take a metro up to Dalvendrecht, swing down, get something from Donor Company, then head home. Unless they got one here. No, they got that other donor place over there, but I know that Donor Company has that Durham thing that I want. I don't know what Aaron and I are doing for dinner. I should ask him. I'll chat you guys tomorrow. I'll have practice tomorrow night, so we'll see how that goes. I'm iffy on whether or not I'll participate. I may take my pads and helmet and do a fair bit of long snapping just so I get used to that. I really don't want to strain things because that way I can play maybe at Groningen, but Waffles? No! Nope, I need protein. Not waffles. Oh my god, that smells so good.